Greetings. This is Siava Lisa Wolf with Mending the Hoop, and I want to welcome everyone. This evening, our special guest is Rodger Hill, CEO of MoreMito LLC, and our topic is how restored mitochondria are the key to health rejuvenation and why increasing cellular energy from the mitochondria is the universal key to better physical, mental, and emotional health. And we're going to learn how we can naturally empower the body to fight disease, increase mental performance, and create an enhanced sense of well-being that really works. Welcome, Rodger. The floor is yours. Great to be with you, Lisa.
Great to be with you.
So I understand that you have a breakthrough technology that that can help restore health and vibrancy, and also that it's quite an opportunity for everyone who gets involved.
Yes.
So what are we talking about here?
What we're talking about is this. Let's start with what it takes to be healthy. What we've learned over the last, since 2015, is that your health goes through your mitochondria. That's that component in your cells that produces energy. So let me begin by telling you a little mitochondrial story. Let's put this in context.
Are you there?
I'm here and I'm speaking. You can't hear me? You're not hearing me? Lisa? Lisa?
Yes. Now I can hear you.
Okay, you hear me now? Okay, good.
Yes, I hear you now.
So what we've learned at MoreMito.com, and by the way, the name of our company is MoreMito, as in more mitochondria. Now, the mitochondria is that component in your cells that produces energy. All of us had a lot of them when we were younger, when we started out. You know, you ran, you jumped, you played, you got tired, you rested, went back at it, you got injured, you healed quickly. All those things were happening then. But as you go through life, later on, not so much. By the time you get to be 80 or 90, you lose mitochondria along the way. You may only have 5 or 10% left. So there are a lot of things in your body that you just can't do anymore for a really simple reason. You don't have the cellular energy to do it, right? Disease you might have encountered, medications that you might have been prescribed for those diseases. In every disease category, there are medications that are absolute serial killers of mitochondria. And also environmental causes. If you've ever put Roundup on your lawn, Roundup's a serial killer of mitochondria also. Pharmaceutical industry and the chemical industry in general doesn't have to tell you that. There are no regulations that require them to report what's called mitochondrial toxicity, how bad these things actually kill your mitochondria. Okay, so let's do a quick thought experiment. Let's say you're someplace in the middle. Let's say you got half your mitochondria left, okay? Let's do the comparison this way. If I go in your house right now and I start turning down that current, what would happen? Wouldn't your lights at some point start to dim? If I continue to do it, right? Wouldn't your appliances start to malfunction, right? And would it ultimately, like, they stop working altogether? And that's the way our bodies are. So what Dr. Elliott, you see his picture on the screen there, my partner and co-owner of our company. What he wants to do is turn that around. He wants to grow back your mitochondria so you have more energy to do repair and regeneration. He wants to give your cells a tune-up. He wants to repair your cell wall, detoxify your cells. So now your cells, with all this new energy, can now begin to basically put you back when you in a younger state, have things working better, have your body doing things that it knows how to do, but again, didn't have the energy to do it. Now, you know, mitochondria is becoming a buzzword. Everybody, more and more people are saying it. So how do you know this works? How do you know that that it's doing anything at all? Well, you clearly see it in the results that we've been having. We've created a new product line called, again, MoreMito as an ultra mitochondria. I'll highlight a couple of the products, and I'll let you hear from some people who have benefited from it. The first one I want to talk about is called Rejuvenate. So Rejuvenate's a topical gel. You put it on your skin, and I may have that brochure up here someplace if I can find it. You put it on your skin, and it's our pet product. You put it on your skin, and when you apply it to your skin, it actually is great for anything that affects your hair, your scalp, or your skin, any place on your body, literally face to feet. So if something disturbs your skin, causes you to itch, scratch, break out, you name it, by all means, try Rejuvenate on it. If you've got issues that pertain to mobility, maybe aching or hurting in your extremities, your hands or your feet, put it on, try it out. You'll be glad you did. This gentleman that you see right here, for example, used it on his hair. He went from that bald spot over there to growing the hair back. Because when you can make these profound cellular changes, this kind of regeneration is actually possible. Okay. Now, the other product I want to talk to you about is called Restore. I think that's right here. So Restore was designed by Dr. Elliott to do exactly what the name implies. It is our primary cellular regenerator, and repair product. It has what's called XDS technology, and all of our products do. Let me tell you what XDS technology does. It is what causes all these ingredients that we've got in this product. In case of MoreMito, there are 44, to actually be delivered into your cells where they can actually do you the most good. Okay. And our products, this product is processed for 2 months before we even send it out. So it's not just we stir up all the ingredients and hand them back out. I'll scroll down to this PDF and you can see them. We actually process this. And what is this process doing? It's actually reorganizing the molecules of all these ingredients. At its base, you have olive oil, very high quality, internationally sourced olive oil, black seed oil as well, very powerful, very important. Olive oil, for example, is excellent for repairing your cell walls. There are components in there, among many other things that it does. Black seed oil has powerful antioxidants in it that actually encourage your body to make more of its own antioxidants. It's very powerful. Anyway, that process is applied to all these ingredients, and what you get is a product that's just profoundly effective. And of course, we have a pet version of these for pets also. Same thing applies to them. So let's talk a little bit about what difference it can make. What we've learned is that there's a level of health above just taking natural. Natural is great, but the problem with natural ingredients is that they can interfere with each other. They're somewhat like that Three Stooges skit you might have seen. You know, the one where all three of them are trying to get through this doorway at the same time, and they're just getting in each other's way, interfering with each other, causing all kinds of mayhem. But that's the way natural ingredients can be. So what this XDS technology does that Dr. Elliott has created, it reorganizes the molecules of these natural ingredients so they can flow efficiently into the cells. And that makes all the difference in all of our products. Okay. Now, if we're going to be healthy, we've got to approach it from a physical, mental, and emotional standpoint, okay? Make you physically better at the cellular level. Also, have your brain work better. Okay, basically every organ system, brain, gut, lung, everything. What makes that possible is the fact that when you start at the cellular level, make those cells efficient, whatever organ whatever tissue those organs in, that tissue is going to work better. Whatever organ that tissue is in, that organ is going to work better. So we can sort of upgrade all your organs from the cells up. You can look at it that way. Okay. Now, let's appreciate this. Once you do that, and you have all these organ systems now upregulated, let me start with the gut. I want to start with the gut because you could start with talking about vision, like you see the advertisements on the TV saying, take this, it'll help you see better, help you remember better, whatever. Every time you see one of those, ask this question: what's that going to do for my gut? Okay, why is that important? Because everything goes through your gut. If you're not going to upregulate your gut, you're still not going to reach the most effective level of health. So with this approach, we can do all of those things. Now, mitochondria are primarily concentrated in your major organs. Okay, heart, like your liver, your kidneys, pancreas, etc. The highest levels of all are in your heart, your brain, and your eyes. Okay. You can imagine what happens if you're losing these mitochondria. Again, in my example, let's say you're down to half of yours. How does that help you have more stamina? Probably doesn't. When we're talking about your brain, how does that help you think any better? Or your eyes? The eyes actually have more mitochondria than any tissue in your body. Okay, it's the most mitochondrially intense or concentrated organ in your body. Now, what we see is this also. All those conditions that people are concerned about, high blood pressure, diabetes, all the downstream consequences of that, things that assail your immune system, viruses, etc. Every one of them have what scientists call a mitochondrial component. What does that mean? It means that the health of your mitochondria, how many you have, how strong they are, is a factor in that disease. Many of these are killing your mitochondria to begin with and making it more difficult for you to actually recover. So what happens is when we turn that around, we grow that back once again. Now, all of a sudden, we can make profound changes. And I want you to appreciate one of them. There's an Archbishop here in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm in the Washington, D.C. area where I live. And he learned about our technology from one of our reps in Philadelphia. And he was going blind. And he'd gone to the doctor with, trusting them for a long time. They did what they did. But I want you to hear from him as Archbishop McCall, hear what he had to share with us. There's nothing we can do to improve your vision. What would you have to say to anybody who's having an eye challenge who is told that, Archbishop? What would you say to them based on your experience?
Based on what I've experienced so far and all that I anticipate is don't believe it. When I went to this new retina specialist, first thing she told me is you had 3 surgeries so far. You need to complete and have some more. And I let her know that I'm not interested in having any other surgeries. And she was reading the report. I said, what I'd like you to do is examine my eyes yourself, and let's not rely on what you see written there. And she said she intended to. So she examined my eyes, and while she's examining and doing what she needs to do, she's saying, wow. And I said, what's going on? And she says, I don't see any evidence of diabetes in your retinas, other than she can see the surgical procedures that I had, but she doesn't see any evidence of diabetes in my eyes. And she said, what are you doing? And I told her, well, by the grace of God, I'm using Restore with XDS technology. It's a supplement. And she said, well, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you this, whatever you're doing, don't stop doing it. Keep doing it. And your retinas things are getting better. And she can tell that I'm seeing better based on the eye test that they were giving me for reading. And I was amazed at myself because I'm saying at home it doesn't look like I'm seeing as well. And I said, maybe I need to take my glasses off a little more frequently. And I'm just so elated at the progress that I've had. I'm excited. I talked to my diabetes management team, and they told me just yesterday that they discharging me from the diabetes management care. So we got to give you a certificate. This is unbelievable. We're going to keep up with you so we can keep monitoring this progress that you have. But you don't need to, we won't be calling you every week and getting your numbers and all of that. And this is awesome. And they try to attribute it to the discipline that I have. And I had to let the young lady know that I can't attribute it to so much discipline. I am more disciplined in my eating habits, but it's not that. It's this XDS technology.
All right, Archbishop, thank you for that. You know, we have had people who are legally blind regain their sight, all of this stuff. So don't take our word for it, though. Make sure you get Restore 3.0. Thank you again, Archbishop.
It's my pleasure, sir.
So, you know, this is a real breakthrough in that what the medical and pharmaceutical fields have to offer is either a laser to cauterize the veins growing in the eye, corrupting your retina, or they take a needle and puncture your eye, squirt a medication called Eylea in it. Now, in our case, let me be clear, we're not trying to cure retinopathy. Your body actually knows how to do that. All those instructions are in your DNA. What we want to do is provide the resources to empower your mitochondria, repair your cells, and let the body do the rest. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you two more examples. Let's go over to another serious concern. Let's talk about cancer, for example. We did a cancer call. Okay, we did a cancer call a week before last. And one of the doctors on, Dr. Soloway, made this statement. He said, in your lifetime, you'll probably get cancer at least 6 to 11 times and not know it. That's because your body actually addresses it, okay? And the one time it doesn't do it, it's the time that you know about it. That's when it becomes noticeable to you. Now, the Archbishop was using our oil product to rejuvenate to restore the gel we have as a topical. You put it on your skin, so we have this inside-outside strategy. Now, I'm gonna let you hear this other person, Ron Long, who had skin cancers. And as soon as he was diagnosed with it, you'll hear him talk about how he put it on his skin multiple times a day. Listen to what happened. Ron, you got a new result to report. What is it?
Well, I had been diagnosed 2 times with a cancerous tumor, and upon going into the surgery, the results said we found no live cancer cells, not only once, but the second one. I just got off the phone with the surgeon, and she said, well, we at times find the cancer that was there disappears because the mitochondria in there naturally fight it, and it leaves a fibrous type remnant, and it's not that common, but in your case, there is no cancer left, and your mitochondria, quote, took out the cancerous cells. So this is the second confirmation I used from the day you were diagnosed. I used a special cream called Rejuvenate. I put Rejuvenate on day and night in both areas prior to surgery, about 2 weeks to 3 weeks from the surgery. The surgeon in both cases said, I'm not sure where I was supposed to operate today, nurse. Can you point it out? In both cases, it on the surface had reduced from a skin growth visible to, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go. Nurse, double check those pictures in 2 cases. And when it then came out, second results, all cancerous tumors or evidence cells are gone. They're dead. Awesome. Just from the cream.
Outstanding, Ron. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Roger.
All righty. So with enough cellular energy and resources, your body can do that. It can do what it's, it knows how to do. Now I'll give you one more. And this is pretty profound, I think, in that there are children who are born with cerebral palsy. We've had a couple,
Yes.
and it plagues them their entire life. I want you to hear from a young lady, Connie Alazar, out in California. Her daughter, she described to me as a 17-year-old baby when we first met her. The interview you'll hear will be 2 weeks later, after she was on our technology. Now, that child could not address any of her personal care needs. She couldn't give herself a bath, for example. She wasn't walking well. She had to be carried around wherever she went, or she had to be holding on to a walker. Okay. She was just very underdeveloped mentally and physically. 2 weeks after she was on our technology, listen to the difference that it made. She is very tearful. You'll hear her talk about 17 years worth of, struggle and doctor's appointments. Listen to this.
Ron, you got a new result to report. What?
Queuing the wrong one. Let's try this one.
Okay.
Here we go.
Calling from Bakersfield, and I have a tremendous experience using Restore for my disabled daughter. Which I'm so happy, to meet Restore, because it's been 17 years of struggle, therapy, medicines, doctor's appointment at Madera, LA Children's Hospital, and appointment after appointment, and my daughter has cerebral palsy, and nowadays I'm having a breakdown, because it's just, like I said, it's a miracle, and it is. Me, as a Buddhist, we call it experience, a good experience. So my daughter started, on Monday when she came back from visiting her dad, I have custody of her dad lives in LA. I started her with Restore, and she, the next day, when I was taking her a shower, she goes, "Mom, let me try putting my pajama on. We're getting ready to go to bed." And she put one arm on, and then the other arm she couldn't, because, little by little. She's 17 now. After that, then she said the next day, "Mom, my stomach doesn't hurt." And she's been consistently complaining about stomach pains. I have already Marilax and enzymes. I also give her peppermint, a lot of stuff for her stomach pain to go away, but it doesn't. But this one, she goes, "Mom, my stomach pain is gone."
So you were hearing her say that, and about her daughter's condition, and as I mentioned earlier about gut health. I mean, that's so important. It affects so many people. So let me sum it up this way. The technology exists to regrow your mitochondria, tune up your cells, and having it function at a high level, to the extent that it can make amazing changes. And it doesn't matter what the condition is, because your body knows how to fight all of them. Again, it just needs the resources. So, Lisa, you've got a website that you can refer folks to. Let me just show them how to navigate it.
All right.
And they can get all the information. Let me just, I'll go right to it here. You're looking at mine, so don't go here. You want to go, you want to go to the products page, navigate to people products. There's a pet option as well. And here, this is the page you saw I had up earlier, right? There are other audios right on this page. You'll see this gentleman was on 22 medications previously. He reports he's off all of them. This lady loses 77 pounds. There's so many stories here. Now, here on the left, you'll see the label for each of the products. And this link right here where it says more details is where you can find all of them. This link right here will take you to the Restore PDF that I was just sharing with you. And I'm going to lose my place of how to see the screen. The others you can get again, just by clicking the correct link, and for either one, including for pets, right? You can see all of those on that webpage. And I'm sure Lisa's going to share with you hers so you can get that information. Lisa, back to you.
Yes, my website is MoreMito.com/EarthAidNow. That's EARTHAIDNOW. And is there a way also for people to get involved, and as they find that the product is successful for them?
Yes. We've created a risk-free opportunity for people to do that. Costs nothing to get involved or stay involved with us. We're a nutraceutical company. We don't play MLM games. If you've been looking for a company that has very unique technology that you've been hearing about, we invite you to affiliate. Again, Lisa will give you her link. Was that link in the announcement for this stream?
No, but I will put it up on the program page on
Okay.
YouTube.
Okay, she's going to put it up so you'll be able to get to it, and you'll be able to go through and investigate all of this information that we've got. Again, each one of the 3 PDFs that you'll find on the product page, and you'll have a similar one on the pet page. You can see all the discussion of it, all the ingredients, many more stories like the ones you heard where people are reporting their results that they've had with this, as well as Rejuvenate also. Okay, this again, that's Restore. Just put these up and have him back in here. Here's Rejuvenate, the topical gel. You know, this is one we get a lot of out of that, men and women having bald spots, losing their hair. So, and again, there are many, many stories on here about people using it very, very effectively. So if any of that resonates with you, here's the thing. Once we introduced this line in July of 2019, and it's been so successful, so effective that our average order size versus our previous product line is up like over 300%. What does that mean? That means that people find it at least 3 times more useful, right? It also means that people who are looking at us to affiliate so that they can earn to make their product more affordable, or actually to earn more so that they can pay other bills, or maybe even become what we call cash flow independent. That means when you've got more income coming in this month than it takes to pay your bills this month, and you don't have to work for it this month. People who get on this, right? People who get on this technology tend to want to stay on it because you literally can't find anything else like it. Now, if that sounds like hyperbole, listen to the interviews that are there, as I pointed out to you. Try it, see for yourself. Lisa.
Thank you so much, Roger. And I look forward to speaking again. I mean, it's
all righty.
It's an amazing quite a breakthrough.
Yeah, we're happy to be helping a lot of people. A lot of people, and again, in every single category that you can mention, and again, pets as well. We have an affiliate in Ireland, he owns the largest pet services company in Ireland and possibly in Europe as well. There are thousands of people, keeping pets when you're away and walking them, all those kinds of things. And they're just over the moon, as they say, over this and what it's doing for pets. They have the same problems we do. We get them with kidney failure. We get them with allergies. We get them with everything that you get as people, and they get the same results, just maybe faster.
Thank you for joining us. This is definitely part of mending the hoop, mending the body, and to having you as a guest again. And again, the link is MoreMito.com/EarthAidNow. Thank you. Rodger.
Right. And if for any reason they get disconnected from that link and just go to the site, if they mention your name, we'll make sure that they get in the right place. The customer service number is on the bottom of every MoreMito webpage. All right.
Wonderful. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Rodger, for joining us, and thank you, everyone.
Hey, Lisa, I'm going.
All right. Good night.